From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
And welcome everyone to tonight's coverage of the Road to Indy Racing League round 9 of 10 here at Road America tonight. In the booth with me as always, the one, the only, the Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast owner, AJ Campola.
Hey, that was a hell of an intro, Matt. Holy shit.
There you go.
That felt good to hear somebody gloat about me like that. Thank you.
Well, you know you got a really good intro because it's your favorite night of the week, buddy. It's Monday.
It is. Unfortunately, Mondays is everybody's worst night of the week because having to go back to work after the nice weekend. But when I get out of work on Mondays, I know I get to come home to the Road to Indy series.
Yeah, and get to have some fun here. And this one, Road America here tonight, going to be a good one tonight, AJ.
Oh yeah, it's a really long 4.048 mile track. It's got 14 turns and it is very high speed and very technical at the same time.
Well, I hate to kind of rain on your parade, buddy, but tonight's round 9. Next week's the final round of the Road to Indy series. That will be 1 week from tonight. So unfortunately, kind of coming to an end here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we have a hell of a battle for first place between Scott and Spencer, so I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah, they've got 2 more weeks here to figure this out, and really no mistakes, right? You've got 2 weeks to end this out, and I think it's going to be tight all the way down to the bitter end.
Which is what you want. It's why we do this. We don't want somebody to blow it completely out of the water, but if you could, go for it.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say no. It's good to see a nice battle. You don't know who's gonna win.
Well, after last week, Scott did lose the lead. He is now down by 10 on Spencer Marsh here, going into this round at Road America. So Scott really needs to kind of make a comeback here, though.
Yeah, he needs to. He's had a couple weeks where he's slid a little bit, so he really needs to get it together and start gaining some points back. But right now in qualifying, Spencer Marsh has a really fast time, which is about a full second ahead of Scott.
Look at it here right now. Jess right there as well. And you see, look at Jess Webb up there on top of the board. Good for Mr. Webb.
Yeah, he was really fast in practice, too, so I was following him pretty much all of the end of practice and qualifying. I don't know where Spencer got to speed because he was about 8/10 slower in practice than he is in qualifying. So I was really expecting Jess Webb to get first in qualifying, but holy cow, what a lap Spencer put down.
Well, I got a question for you, AJ. The last few races we've done, they've ran 40 laps, buddy. Here tonight, only 25, about a minute 44 lap time. So, you're going to be looking probably around 30 minutes of racing here for these guys. They're going to have to go at it and go at it hard.
Looking at closer to 50, I think.
Yeah.
I'm doing the math now.
Yeah, you're right. Somewhere around 50 minutes of racing. So it's going to be interesting. We could run into a situation of this being a time race.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And again, as we've seen each and every week, AJ, it's going to be fast repairs. You're going to have to keep an eye on as well.
Matt, you're looking, if it goes green all the way to the end, we're looking at it really close to it being almost a timed event.
Oh, wow, that's going to be interesting. And you look at it here as we continue along, AJ, too. We've noticed push to pass this season has been a big deal. Drivers trying to manage those. I think that's going to be really big here tonight at Road America as well. And again, what's your thoughts, these final two races, Road America and Sebring next week?
Well, tonight it's a big track here at Road America. There's 14 turns. It's very high speed, but at the end of those high speed straightaways is some really hard braking turns. So there's quite a good chunk of passing zones, especially going into 1, going into 5, going into 8. Then you have Canada Corner in 12. Those are your passing zones that I would think of coming around Road America here.
Yeah, and I think you're right. This is going to be a really fun evening. As always, right? It never fails, but especially here tonight, I think this is going to be an interesting race.
Yeah, we're about 2 minutes away from starting gridding. I'm really excited for tonight, and I just can't keep hyping it up.
Yeah, you're the hype man here tonight. You got to hype it up, buddy. But I tell you what, Gavin Rope Chain, if you look at the qualifying order right now, nobody else has took it. We've had a lot of guys having trouble under this qualifying, AJ. Only 2 guys' time is even counted.
Oh, really? Because I show everybody but Middleton's lap counted.
It's showing me only Webb and Gavin counted.
Oh.
Let's try this again. Yeah, it's giving me Webb and Gavin. That's Gavin. That's it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the results thing right on my UI, and it's got everybody except Middleton with a lap.
Oh well, that is different.
We'll
see.
Yeah, but right now on my screen, I have Spencer, Jess, Nick, Scott, Gavin, Joey, Ken, Mitch, Landre, Eric, Dale, Clinton, and Middleton at the end.
Yeah,
that's the order I have.
We will see how this works out. It's always fun when it gives you 2 different readings, ain't it?
It happens.
Of course,
technology.
Of course, I got to take mine with a grain of salt because, technology. I had issues even getting going here tonight, AJ.
Yeah, it looked like a couple people had issues getting disconnected, but I'm happy so far it's been straightened out.
Yeah.
So
it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, never say that.
So, as we get ready to go racing here tonight again, we were at last night with the playoffs at Talladega for Smoking Tires and a really interesting race. AJ was gone doing his Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast. Back with us here tonight. He'll be with us tomorrow night for tomorrow's doubleheader, Sim 500, super late model series, if I could talk.
There you go. I was going to say today, Junior.
Alongside the 410 sprint cars. That's going to be tomorrow's doubleheader. And let's see what we've got as far as a grid. And survey says showing me Webb and Galvin on the front row. I do not think that's accurate. So we're going to do it this way. See what it does. Let's go to our live. It's still showing Webb and Galvin front rows, so
yeah. Maybe once everybody starts moving, it'll fix itself.
Well, we'll see. That's the way they're lined up on the racetrack right now. Is going to have.
Well, they haven't taken the top 3 guys haven't taken the racetrack yet. There they go.
Well, this is bugged out on our starting lineup, but nevertheless, it's going to be a great race, AJ.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
As we ride on board our drone cam here, the field lined up here tonight, ready to go racing.
Yep, my end is right.
You're the right one here tonight. I'm the wrong one, right? And wrong. Okay. I'm gonna start.
Well, once they start racing, it'll all get sorted out. So I'll run through the order real fast for everybody. Starting first is Spencer. Second, Jesse Webb. Third, Nick Beaver. Fourth is the 74 machine of Scott. The 03 of Gavin is fifth. Sixth is Joey. Seventh is Ken Crabb. Eighth is Mitch Heller. Then you have ninth at Landre Level. 87 Eric McCarthy in 10th, as we are pretty much green right now. And then following, whoa, that completely changed everything. There it goes. 11th, 12th, and 13 is Dale, Clinton, and Middleton.
Well, into turn number 1 hard and fast. Does everybody make it through, AJ? That's going to be the question. Through turn 1 here at Road America.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about Spencer. Spencer was gone. The battle is for second right now.
Yeah, right now there's Scott right in line in that 4th spot behind Beaver. That is your top 4 under the bridge down the hill, AJ.
Yeah, it's another long straightaway coming down to turn 5. And you see a lot of people always overshoot turn 5. I don't think anybody really overshot it this time.
Back up the hill into 6, into 7. That one really quick little back and forth, headed to 8 now. And what a run. Looking for turn 9 here, and this is going to be the fun one. This long carousel sweeping corner that leads down the back straightaway, AJ. You've got to carry the speed right here.
Yeah, you really do. Carousel for me is the hardest turn on the track.
And then headed through the kink, which the kink here in the cup cars and Xfindy cars is a big deal. But
you really got a lift out of.
Yeah, but in these Indy cars,
here you don't.
Yeah, you can pretty much just stay in it with the Indy car.
You can go wide open, and Canada Corner is one of the biggest passing zones on this racetrack. So be prepared to see some passing there tonight. And this is going to be the completion of lap 1 as Spencer and Jess Webb take the last turn, which I think is turn 14, all the way back up the hill.
Yeah, back up the hill they go. Webb in second. Webb now the second. Spencer leading here. Spencer doing a good job leading right now, but I tell you what, Webb was not terrible at that first lap, and he's actually 3/10 off your race leader. He's right there. In this track, you're really going to need to conserve those pusher packs.
Yeah, and you need to conserve those tires, because I was watching qualifying from the get-go, and within the first 5 to 10 laps, you're losing about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds of lap time.
Down the hill, Scott Ball's back in line. He went to make a move, AJ. Just didn't have the position to try to make a pass.
Well, he needs to make moves. He lost the lead in points last week, so he needs to really have a good night here and hope Spencer has a mediocre night, but right now I don't see it happening. Well, 2 laps in.
Tell you what, right now Scott's best friend is going to be Mr. Webb, who's right there behind Spencer, hoping he maybe can get around him and at least take the lead away.
Yeah, you don't want Spencer, if you're Scott, to get the winning points here, but you also need to not finish 4th. You need to finish 3rd, 2nd, above Spencer at best.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do, but right now, so far, seeing everything pretty calmly here, AJ.
Yeah, everybody's doing pretty good. The first 2 laps have been relatively clean. I've been watching the front 2 cars for the majority of the first 2 laps. It looks like Spencer is really good on the turns that lead to a long straightaway.
Yeah.
While Jesse gets right to his back bumper entering 1. Holy cow.
And as you're looking at that, Ken Crabb also looks like he had an off track as well. Ooh, big mess behind him. Wow. One car was hard into the front.
87, Eric McCarthy, really hard into the wall. He's pretty much towed all the way back to pit road. That was a big wreck.
One more look at that. Wow, that ripped the whole front end off that car. Let's take a look. We'll let you keep an eye on the race lead as we take a look at what happened here to cause this. towing situation. Man, that was a big hit for Eric.
Yeah, it was.
Looking
Right
here.
now, you got the leaders going into turn 8, going into the carousel. You have Jess Webb really close to where you had Jess Webb really close. Spencer had an awesome carousel turn right there and heading towards the kink.
As we look back at the leaders here. Always interesting, AJ, but with these leaders able to stay right with each other early on.
Yeah, you need to. If you want any sort of a good finish, you need to be able to keep your distance within striking distance of the leader.
You got to feel bad for Eric McCarthy, though. Just clip that rumble curve, and from experience, it can get really slick if you're not careful. Look at this. Webb all over the back bumper. Will he have a run into turn 1? He's got the draft. Spencer really running a very, very defensive line into turn 1, AJ.
Yeah, that was a very defensive line. It looks like we're seeing a clean turn 1 here. I don't know if he used the push to pass. Do you want to check to see if Spencer or Jesse have used the push to pass yet?
Yeah, we'll check that out now as they come down the straightaway once again. And what a battle we are seeing for the race lead. Well, right now, Jess Webb has not used the push to pass. And, Spencer clipped the grass. Wow. Man, oh man, Spencer having to drive the wheels off this thing to keep the race lead right now.
Well, them battling has brought Nick Beaver right into the mix right now. So you got to battle for first through third right now.
Hey, what? I'll give them credit. Neither one of them really used their push to pass right now.
No, it's just a straight up battle at the moment, which kudos to them.
That's very difficult to do.
Yeah, especially when you have 10 of them. It can be really easy to lose track of how many of you used until you're all out of them.
Right now, nose to tail. Spencer Marsh going to pull back away a little bit down the back straightaway. Good for Spencer to at least get a little bit of momentum up here.
Oh, big time. You need it. The way Jess Webb has been on your back bumper, if any time you can pull away, do it.
Yeah, he's been hounding him. And right here, it seems to be the front portion of the racetrack. He's been able to gain so much over these last few laps. Yeah.
I wonder if possibly Jess Webb has maybe used up his tires in the first couple laps by trying to get around Spencer. So I'm just thinking of maybe that's why Spencer's pulling away a little bit, or it could just be a chaining some bad corners together.
Yeah, that's exactly, the thing of it is, if you make mistakes, it's usually not going to go well for you, right, AJ?
No, you need to hit every corner without making a mistake. You need to keep the momentum.
We're going to give you the wide angle shot for a minute if we go back and look. Had another car go off. We'll go to the replay here. Well, that wasn't as big a deal as I thought it was, so we'll go back to the leader. Just kind of popped up, hey, there's a car offline, and it wasn't nearly as big a deal as what I thought it was.
Going to the carousel again, you got Jess Webb within like 2-3 tenths, but as we see every single carousel within the first couple laps, Spencer gets a heck of a launch coming out of that turn.
And he is doing a good job staying within range of him, too, I gotta say. Which is what you want to do the whole way, right? You want to just keep that car in range at least.
Yes.
And that's, if you can do that, that is going to give you the best opportunity to make a move.
And just so everybody is aware, there is a new tire rule that was implemented for last week's race. You need to run both sets of tires, both sets of compounds of tires.
Well, I kind of wonder how much would that help or hurt here tonight.
I don't know, but we're seeing a battle for the lead going into turn 1 again.
Yep. And he cleared. What a battle. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, this is a heck of a battle. This is IndyCar, like NBC worthy right now.
these guys getting after it up front. Nose to tail.
Gonna have another shot going into turn 5 here.
He's going to have to make it happen.
Looks like he's about to clear him.
Just not able to do it.
He had the advantage. It's just he had the wrong line in the turn. As we're coming up to turn 6 now.
Man, I tell you what, he is keeping the pressure alive. And look what that's done. That has brought Scott and Nick Beaver up to this battle.
Oh, it's been doing this for a couple laps now.
Yeah.
You know, the 1-2 battle has brought the 1-4 battle.
Well, I tell you what, if you're Spencer, do you let Webb go just to try to pull back away from Scott a little bit?
Honestly, if I was Spencer, I would just keep running my race. You know, they have to get by you, and as we've seen so far, they have not been able to.
So far, it's been one heck of a battle up front. Let's take a look. Webb's still got 9 push to pass his left. Let's take a look at Spencer here. And this final corner is where Webb gets to him every time. So 9 and 9 up front right now. Maybe I would lay on that push to pass if I'm Webb. If I down the front straight away if I'm close enough. But again, we got more trouble. Another car in pit road from damage. But we will stay with the leaders as Webb dropped to the outside, trying to get around Spencer.
It was a heck of a battle. And I can't wait to see everybody else, Nick and Scott join the party up here.
Well, the thing I'm noticing with this AJ is Spencer Marsh is doing perfectly. He may not be faster down the front straightaway, but he's running that defensive line, and there's just nothing at all Webb can do when he does that.
Yeah, when you're not in the preferred line, where the marbles are or whatever, you might have the position, but you getting on the gas too hard, you're going to end up looping the vehicle.
Wow.
Or lock up the tires like that and almost go into the kitty litter.
It's like Spencer pushed him wide a little bit on entry, got him off that preferred groove, and it, like you said, just about ended up in the cat litter. And they continue down.
And I can verify getting out of that is very difficult.
Yes. It's very, very, very difficult. As they come back down through getting ready to complete another lap, 7 laps in. How long do you think they'll go on fuel here, AJ?
Well, I always aim for trying to get to halfway. If they can make it to 13 or 14, then I would start expecting people to hit pit road.
I do agree with that. Here's the back single file. Here comes that big run again. But again, he's on the, blocking now into turn 1.
I'm not fully adverse into IndyCar rule, but the car in front makes the move, the car behind makes the move, and the car in front has one reaction move. You can't keep switching lanes back and forth. Am I right about that?
Yes. Now, whether they're running that rule set or not, I'm not 100% sure on. You would think they would be. But these top 3 now engrossed in a battle here at Road America.
Yeah, and Scott's not that far behind either.
Well, he's not. There's Nick Beaver right there in 3rd, Scott in 4th.
Ooh. I thought we were going to see contact.
The leader sideways.
Going into the 8th there. And just watch Spencer get this wonderful acceleration coming out of the carousel and straight through the kink.
What do you think here? Spencer leads down through the kink here. I think the front straightaway has to be the mark that Webb goes for.
Oh, absolutely. There's been a couple laps where he's been almost able to do it in Canada Corner, but it's really only been turn 1. Where he's been able to make the move, and maybe turn 5.
Here he goes, closing in. He gains all of his ground there in the final corner and gets a run. Now he's right there with him again.
He's going to have a really good run here. Spencer, his tail end kicked out a little bit.
I don't know that he's going to be close enough. He'll close in, but again, Spencer blocks the bottom. And there you go. I mean, just perfect running for Spencer right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is tailoring every move is Spencer to what they're doing behind him. Tailored moves back and forth, keeping that car at bay, is doing it. Ooh, clip the grass a little bit. Not going to leave the gap open enough. Over the rumble strip here. And it's hard to believe just how hard these guys are working right now behind the wheel.
Oh, I'm sweating bullets just watching them.
Yeah, because you don't want to. The one thing about these Indy cars, you do not want to light the rear tires up on these things.
No, these are really. There's a lot of torque and horsepower in these Indy cars. You step on that gas, you're looping it.
Whoa, I thought Spencer had opened up the opportunity there, but it just didn't happen.
We might see something going into Canada corner. Jess Webb has not been this close coming out of the carousel before. He's going to have the inside. He's going to have the position.
Oh, there you go, AJ. He's going to possibly got him. Great job, Buchanan.
And that was set up back in the carousel on Jess Webb having an awesome carousel turn.
Now Beaver right there trying to take advantage down the front straightaway. Great battle at the front of the field all evening long, AJ.
So while you're watching this awesome battle up front right now, this is Extreme Sim TV. Presenting the Road to Indy Racing Series at Road America. This is round 9 of 10. Welcome to Extreme Sim TV. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. It really helps out the channel, and it really helps out the leagues that we broadcast on here. So thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out here again. Round 9 of 10 here tonight. We go to Sebring next week for the championship finale.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun championship finale. Sebring is one of my favorite courses on the Forza Motorsports games, just because it looks like you're on the backside of an airstrip.
Right.
I just always thought that was cool, but I really enjoy Road America also. Oh, what a battle we had for the lead.
What a battle. Well, right now, Webb leads the way, pulling away after an epic battle for a lap after a lap here, as we're almost 10 laps into this thing.
Yeah, this race is going by relatively fast.
Heller down the front straightaway, he stopped the tires early on. But right now, Webb leads with Marsh and Beaver behind him. Scott right there in 4th. Scott still needing to make up some ground. Again, he needs to finish in front of Marsh to try to gain some points back after losing the lead. Think about that. He led the point series all the way up till the end of round 8 and then lost it here with 2 rounds to go. That's got to be rough on him right now.
It happens. You know, it's not like he's been running bad at all. It's just Spencer's been running enough better to catch up and surpass Scott.
Oh, I tell you what, man, if they continue into the turn 1 here. It's great racing overall.
Oh, I look forward to the IndyCar League just for a lot of the tracks they go to, but how competitive this league is. Like what I said in other shows, if you're looking for an IndyCar league to join, you know, message Scott. He'll get you in the door. You'll learn a lot. You might get your butt kicked, but you'll learn a lot.
Yeah, you definitely will learn a lot. That is 100% sure. As you can see, it's not easy out here for these guys, by the way. Not easy at all. They're having to work their butt off all evening.
No, not just all evening, all week. with practice laps, with practice races. They're testing for the race most likely all week.
And I tell you what, I don't know, but I would love to get another few races in this week before we have to go to the Premier Series on the 21st of February. We shall see. 14 to go here. $14 laps to go, AJ. Nose to tail up front. Spencer, Beaver, Scott, Webb, all right there as well.
So that lap right there, Spencer was 1/10 faster than Jesse Webb.
I don't know. What do you do here? When do you make that pit stop, AJ?
Like what I said before, I would try to wait till at least halfway so you're only making one pit stop and you know you have enough of fuel. But if I was Spencer, I would be the first car, make sure I was the first car with this lead group on pit road.
I agree. Try to get a little bit of a gap going. Do that, and hopefully you can make enough of a gap to make everything work right.
Yep.
Because at the moment, it has just been an absolutely great battle at the front all evening long for these guys, and I expect it to be the same as we go through these next 14 laps. Well, what is...
Don't look now, but Spencer's going to be in some trouble when it comes to third place Nick Beaver.
Slow car here. They're going to have to navigate around. Good job. They did that well.
It stinks when you try to pass a slower car in a turn like this, especially such a tight turn. You give up so much time, which you saw right there.
Yeah, but they did a good job working their way around the outside.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very clean move.
And Clinton did a great job with staying out of their way. It's just, it sucks when you have to try to pass somebody in a tight turn like that.
I agree. What a night we've seen of great racing overall.
Yeah, we had an awesome battle for first and second. Now we're having a battle for second and third right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing with 13 laps to go. These guys continuing this battle. And it's not over till it's over, AJ.
So, Matt, let me pick your iRacing brain here. You've done a lot more racing than I have. Like, I mean a lot.
Like a lot.
How many times have you run Road America?
30, 40.
In what kind of vehicles?
Mostly GT.
Okay, so, but they do run the same course, or do they run the kink?
Yeah, they run the kink. And yeah, they run the same.
Okay. So, when it comes to racing at Road America, what are the hardest parts about getting around this track?
For me, it's always been probably getting a good run through the kink section. Because at least with the GTE car, you're on the mark so hard through there. And even the few times I've run an Indy car, you make one boo-boo, that car's hitting the pit road, all three, the top three, same time, AJ. But if you make a boo-boo over there in the kink, man, your car is destroyed.
Looks like they're exactly splitting this race in half.
Yep. There we go. Pit road 13 down, 13 to go. Now, my question to you, as we wait down here at the end of pit lane, who is going to be the first car off of pit lane, AJ?
I'm probably going to go with the guys that are in the order. So starting with Webb, then Marsh, and then Beaver.
Here we go. Everybody down. Pretty good stop all the way around for everybody.
Jess Webb had a really good pit stop. He is gone.
But now you got to think about this cold tires. You got to be careful.
Yep, and Spencer's under fire from Nick Beaver right now.
Oh,
Spencer's in the grass, and Beaver goes right on by. that might have just been a pullover and just go.
He's like, yeah, I'm not going to fight you with these cold tires right now. That's very smart. Your leader can take
I also would not be surprised if somebody, on fresh tires, launches into the kitty litter outside of turn 5.
Yeah, exactly. Up over the hill here. And it looks like the leader especially doing a really good job taking it easy. The Webb down the hill once again, back to the carousel here. Just taking it easy, not trying to wreck the car. Again with these colder tires.
Yeah. So I've mentioned the hard turns of, turn 1, turn 5, turn 8, the difficult turns, but turn 13, or let me start, turn 6 and turn 13 and 13A are blind turns. You can't see over those turns. So those, since they're uphill, are really difficult because you can't tell if there's an accident there or if there's a slow car there.
Right.
You don't know where you're going. You're just going on, memory.
Right. Well, and that's the thing, right? You kind of point the car where you think it should be, and when you come out the other side, you're hoping you're dead on. Because as to your point, you can't really exactly see it, but you're going kind of off your memory and just pointing it where you think it should go, basically.
Yeah, and we got a real battle heating up for second place right here.
Yeah, they're
Spencer
all
is all over the back bumper of Nick Beaver.
What we expect to see, right?
Oh yeah. Don't get it mixed up. There are cars a lap down, but the drivers in this series for the road to Indy are very good from top to bottom.
Exactly.
Some are better, but it is top to bottom of awesome drivers. It shows you that Jess Webb, Nick Beaver, Spencer Marsh, and Scott are just that good.
Yeah, and right now that's going to put Marsh back to second. And again, to update, your top 3 are on reds. Or top 2 is on reds right now, AJ.
And it looks like they're going to finish on reds. So yeah. I wonder if the reds are actually going to last the rest of the race.
Yeah.
Well, they're obviously going to last the rest of the race. I'm more of talking about how fast they wear.
Yeah, they're going to wear faster than what the black tires are going to wear. So it's going to be interesting. Marsh off the racetrack. Wow, that is an uncommon mistake from Marsh.
Yeah.
At pit road, he's got troubles. Oh no. What happened?
I don't know, but this is exactly what Scott wants to see.
Did he break something when he went off the racetrack like that?
Unless he got a penalty for going off track like that.
Or did he not fuel the car enough? What happened here? Car looks to be fine.
We'll see how long he is on pit road.
And this is huge.
Yeah, stop and go.
Oh no.
So I'm guessing it was maybe a penalty for the pit stop the lap before, or the contact, or possibly going off track. But he drops all the way to, I think, 5th place.
Yeah, he'll go back to 6th now behind Ken. He's right behind Ken. So
He's got a lot of work to do.
Probably going to get Ken here. But Scott sitting in 3rd may make up some ground here tonight. Wow.
Yeah, we'll see. I know how fast Spencer is, and I know how fast Scott is, so it might be really close to see if Spencer gets back around Scott.
Yeah, and another thing is, you don't tear the car up. Don't get in a hurry.
Negative Ghost Rider, you do not want to do that.
Yeah, don't get in a hurry trying to make it all up and actually cause yourself a lot more headache. Oh, he's going to be side by side here. And through the carousel.
I think Ken was giving him the position. He knows.
Yeah, but it's still sketchy going side by side through the carousel. That is never fun. there is some places in this racetrack you do not want to try that, and that carousel is one of them. It's never fun, even if you do it perfectly. Now, well, it's going to be interesting heading to next week if they finish relatively where they're at now. It's going to be pretty close at Sebring, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, and as a viewer, as a broadcaster, that's what you want.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But as a driver, you want a comfortable lead where you can blow a tire and, you know, be a couple laps down and not have to worry about losing the championship.
Beaver still sits inside that top two. Into 10, that's Mr. Nick Beaver.
Less than 10 laps to go, and he needs to at least get to Scott. He needs 18 seconds.
Now, the last time by, he was about 17 seconds behind him, and he was just about
but that was due to his pit stop. So,
well, he's only about 5 tenths faster though per lap right now. Last time through it was 148.237. The Scott's 148.609. He is faster, but not 17 seconds worth.
No, that won't add up. He might get to Gavin. He very might get to Gavin, but we'll see on that. Right now, the leader, Jess Webb, it's his race to lose.
Webb's kind of in a great spot. He's got a 5-second gap over Beaver. Those two lap time lines separated by about a tenth, and that in the favor of Webb, about a tenth faster. So Webb continuing to pull about a tenth over Beaver a lap here, so he's in very, very, very good spot.
Oh yeah. You're gonna have a better, or I'm gonna have a better look at it now to see lap times between the 74, the 03, and 34.
Well, he was last time by 3 seconds faster than your race leader roundabout, or 3 seconds faster than Scott, excuse me.
Yeah.
146.30 or 149 flat. So he's faster, but I don't know if Spencer will make all that time. That's a lot of time.
But that's what that adds on to what I was saying. He might get to Gavin, and that might, hemorrhage the bleeding a little bit.
Yeah. Right there. Ooh, Jess Webb dropped a tire there. You don't want to do that too much here.
No, you definitely don't want to do that, especially going, 180 miles an hour. That'll kick the car sideways, and you go straight into the wall.
And then there goes your race win, because you're going to be towing at that speed. And you're going to probably rip the wheels and the wing. It's going to be a tow to pit road. It's not what you want to have happen. 7 to go this time by. For Jess Webb and Nick Beaver, your top two. Scott in third. You see Gavin right there in fourth. Spencer in fifth. Ken now in sixth. Level in seventh. Dale in eighth. Ninth right now is Mitch Heller right there, and Clinton Wiggins is back there in 10th. Joey in 11th on pit road. McCarthy 12th out of the event, and Atticus on pit road in 13th. So there we go, 10 cars left on track here, AJ, with about 6 to go this time by for your race leader in Jess Webb. Thundering through this round of the IndyCar Series, AJ.
Yeah, we are. And it's been a very entertaining race. We've seen a couple battles, we've seen some mistakes, and now we're trying to see if a mistake can be somewhat rectified. But I think he's going to run out of time, even though he's faster.
Yeah, he's still 6 seconds off of 6.4 off of Gavin right now. And he's roughly about a second and change faster a lap. By that math, he would get there with about 1 to go. So he might get to Gavin, but if Scott doesn't make a mistake, I'll call it mission accomplished for Scott.
Oh, absolutely. And he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Out of the final corner here, Jess Webb down the front straightaway, climbs the hill to take 6 to go here tonight.
Just to show you how big this track is, Jess Webb is entering 1 right now, and Spencer is just getting down to Canada Corner. That's what, about 33 seconds away? 32?
Yeah. So, I mean,
this is a big racetrack, everybody. It is a 4-mile, 14-turn racetrack.
doing a great job. It's been a pretty easy job here tonight, though. For a lot, not easy, but clean job at least. Keeping the cars on track out of these top 5-6 drivers.
Yeah, everybody's been on track in the top 5. It's just it looked like there was an incident or a mistake made by Spencer, which caused him to go down pit road for a stop and go.
There's something to be said for Jess Webb's iRating. He is a 44.79 iRating.
Holy hell!
Closest one to him is Nick Beaver, the 28.85. And Spencer at a 38. Spencer at 38.22, Webb at a 44.79, and Beaver at 28.85, and that is a road rating as well. Now that's a pretty good road rating, I gotta say.
I'm not gonna call him a road course ringer, but it being IndyCar, you run a lot of road courses. Damn.
As they head towards the final corner with about 5 to go here between Webb and Beaver. The gap 6 seconds, AJ.
Yeah, he's been keeping Nick Beaver at a good distance. You know, Nick might get a 10th one lap, but lose a 10th. You know, It's been about 6 seconds this whole time. But holy cow, Jess Webb finally getting around Spencer about like 10 laps ago was very big.
Oh yeah. Spencer's got that gap down to Gavin to about 5 seconds even, but I think he's going to run out of time before he gets there. With 5 to go, I just don't think he's got enough time to get there, AJ.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for watching us tonight. This is the Road to Indy Racing League. It's round 9 of 10 here at Road America on Extreme Sim TV. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and check out our channel sponsors, which, you know, I have to throw out there because I kind of sponsor Extreme Sim TV, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Please go check us out. If you're into anything nerdy, yeah. We're on pretty much all podcasting sites. I'm currently emailing in between SiriusXM to get on their app. So please help us out. Just throw us on in the background. We need as many views as possible.
Yeah, exactly. And SiriusXM put Nerds Doing Nerds Things on SiriusXM. They're way better than some of your other content.
Well, I emailed them to just put out a feeler to see how many listens we need. We have a long way to go, like a very long way to go. It was a nice conversation I had with I would assume a lady via her name, but it's 2021, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But you know, we have a long way to go. But
and what do you got to hit?
We have to hit a monthly of like 2,000 listens plus, and right now we're looking at a monthly of maybe 500.
All right, guys, road to 2,000. Let's get it done. But I'll tell you what, man, 4 laps to go as they come through. Great racing overall tonight.
Absolutely, 100%. You know, this whole field has done a fantastic job to keep incidents to a minimum, but we've seen a battle between Jess Webb and Spencer Marsh. We've seen a battle kind of there between Jess Webb and Nick Beaver, then a battle between, Spencer and Nick that caused something to happen to where, Spencer had to pit. But Matt, I will be right back. I don't know if I'll be back by the end of the race, so,
10-4, man.
I'll be right back, though.
Alrighty, as we continue to run 4 laps to go. Webb leads the way. 147.301 last time by with 3 laps to go. Here at Road Atlanta, or Road America Raceway here tonight. In what is the next and final round for the Road to Indy Racing League. Jess Webb leads it. Nick Beaver in second, Scott in third. 3 to go now down into turn number 1. And that is Jess Webb leading the way. Scott in second, everyone else behind him as well. Three laps to go here tonight. 3 to go here tonight. Everybody running nose to tail right now. Great racing overall at the moment. 3 to go. This time by coming to 2. It'll be 2 laps to go this time by as they continue to fight through. So right now you see it coming through the kink once again, holds the race lead, and a great little gap does Jess Webb and Mr. Nick Beaver. Gap up front 4 seconds, 21 seconds back to Scott. Scott having a 7-second lead right now. Though Spencer Marsh with 3 to go has got it down to 2 seconds flat on Gavin Roachman. They're in fourth in the 04. What can Gavin do to hold off Spencer? Spencer trying to stop the bleeding a little bit in points here tonight at Road America. He needs that extra spot. 1.7 now the gap with 2 to go. Spencer definitely closing in there on that 4th spot of Gavin. If he can get there, that will help the points lost here tonight tremendously with 2 laps to go. So 1 to go this time by Jess Webb, Nick Beaver up front, 1 lap to go. Here they go in Q. Turn number 1, Marsh now 1.4 off of Gavin. And I want you to look just how far ahead Jess Webb is to this battle. There is Jess Webb coming down through the carousel this time by. Jess Webb looking for the white flag this time. Webb down the back chute into the kink one more time. Webb well on his way to victory lane here tonight if he can just put 1 more lap together. Down the back straightaway through Canada Corner, really puts a good line together. Back up through towards the start finish line, and 1 lap to go for Jess Webb here in the Road to Indy Racing League at Road America. 1 lap to go here for Jess Webb down the front straightaway. Webb gonna cross the start finish line here. 1 to go. Nick Beaver gonna get to second. Third right now is Scott. Gavin there in 4th. Spencer now 7/10 of a second off of Gavin. And Spencer make this move as they'll get the white flag as well. This time by, look at Spencer. He's done a great job to run it down this close.
I mean, what did I tell you?
Yeah, exactly. And with 1 to go, AJ, he's right there.
Yeah, he is. As they're coming up to, is this the line right? Yeah, it is the line.
Yeah, they just took 1 to go. Meanwhile, out here in no man's land, Jess Webb continuing to lead, AJ.
Jess Webb gave up about 3.5 seconds to Nick Beaver.
Yeah, but I just don't think. I don't know. Trying to watch here. Gavin rope change got Spencer all over the back bumper. Coming down the hill once again. This
Coming
is
down the turn 5.
Oh, what the grass did. Spencer.
He is right there. Coming up in turn 6.
As your race leader Webb hits the kink here.
What's going to determine if Spencer Marsh can get past Gavin is how well Gavin gets through that carousel.
Yeah.
And through the kink down the Canada corner.
And for that. But meanwhile, up front coming.
Here it comes. Oh, Spencer had the back out of it. Lost all momentum.
Out and coming to the checkered flag. Jess Webb is going to win tonight at Road America. We'll go back to the battle with Spencer Marsh.
I think him having the back out of accelerating in the carousel was pretty much the last nail in the coffin. He had the run, but he couldn't run into Gavin there, or he was going to probably lose his wing and maybe lose more spots.
Final
he's going to have one more run to it. He made Gavin mess up. He put the pressure right on Gavin, and Gavin just overshot the corner.
Gavin slides off. Spencer going to come through and comes home fourth, stopping the bleeding a little bit here tonight. Wow, what a finish here tonight. Great battle between those two drivers.
Holy cow, I can't believe what I just watched. What a drive to, have an issue and then
come back.
Bring it all the way back.
Yep. Well, man, is this forever going to be an interesting race at Sebring?
Yeah, I'd like to see the points after tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody should be around next Monday around this time to watch the Sebring race, because everything will come down to that.
Yeah, I'm trying to wait to see when the points update because of our racing.
They usually update later on tonight, so if Matt wants to check later tonight and send me a screenshot of it, I will post it up on our Facebook page.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Because remember, it was 10 points coming into tonight. It'll be interesting to see.
What a finish, Matt. Holy cow. Were you expecting that at all?
No, I wasn't.
Spencer had to make that extra pit stop?
Not at all, man. What a night. A great finish, man.
Yeah, I kind of figured he might get by Ken with him being so close, but I didn't really think he had a shot to get anywhere towards Gavin.
Right.
And, I think Gavin had the position. He just went long into the last turn and, locked up the tires.
So, as I pulled up the standings, let's take a look here. Not giving me points yet, so yeah, can't really tell points wise what's going on.
And you're watching the leader do donuts.
Yeah, exactly.
On the start finish line for a fantastic drive.
Well, man, what a race that was! And boy, oh boy, is road.
So this was the Road to Indy Racing League, round 9 of 10 at Road America, and it was an awesome drive by Jess Webb, with an awesome battle between Spencer Marsh and Jess Webb. But what straight power!
Yeah.
Like, he put down amazing lap after amazing lap all night, Matt.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. And you look forward to Sebring next week. That is just going to be a shootout for the championship here. Man, that is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for next Monday. But tonight on the channel, right after this, in about a half hour, what do we have in store for the Extreme Sim TV viewers?
Well, folks, we are going off-road racing at Crandon. Back at it once again next week, or later on tonight at Crandon Raceway. That is going to be their next harass round as well, before we head to Wild West Park next week for their season finale. And I've got an update on points for you, AJ.
Oh boy.
So, points gap going to Sebring, 334. Spencer, Scott, 325. A 9-point gap. So that move, because of where they finished, he really did stop that bleeding, because it's going to be about a 1-point gap as I pull back up the results. Again, okay, so if we look at this headed towards next week, and what we have going on here, AJ, and what we're looking at, it is going to be an awesome night. We look at it and we go, okay, you know, if for some reason, think about this. So, Spencer, who finished behind, right? So Spencer finished right there with him. That one position was a total of 1 point. So what would have happened if they would have changed it up and Spencer could have won that race? Maybe would have changed everything. But as it stands now with a 9-point lead, it's going to be interesting in Sebring, because Scott's going to have to drive his tail off to pull it off. But AJ, man, it's been a great night here for the Road to Indy Racing League, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait for it, dude.
Well, dude, we will see you guys next time at Sebring. Thank you guys for coming out to Road America. We're off to Sebring next week for the final round. Until then, you guys stay safe. Have a great night. We'll see you in Sebring for round 10 next week.
See you later.
Boy, oh boy.
We're in for it next week.